I thought I'd show you a little different view. It's a little squished, but this would take out all the sort of editing, some of my laptop. Um, wanted to show you a game that I'm playing. This game is actually versus, so this is a different view. Let me know what you think. Um, this is a game with Andrew A. Gamer, and I've done a lot of stuff right, and it is now the big allied turn, big three. China, U.S., and U.K. And Japan is gone, and obviously Andrew is brilliant, and um, he has. This is what he did. I'm going to show you what he did, so you'll be able to see. Like I said, he is top of the line, world champion several times, um, 2 years running at least, as well as obviously a strong competitor in any season. Um, so I think the Russian gambit has definitely changed the game. The Russian plane fighter gambit to Yunnan has changed the game, and he's had to adjust from. He loved J1 and played that even when everyone else had given up on that, and then he began to adjust it to J2. So just in case you're playing with him, you can get the alert that probably he's going to do a J2 against you if you do the Russian fighter gambit. If you don't, he's going to do a J1 on you. So he buys two carriers, one destroyer, five infantry. So I like that investment because for the allied this is Allied headquarters, so I like that because he's only putting five on the Asian continent. And what do we got here? Okay, he's going to go and take out a bonus. So Andrew does specialize in those bonuses, and impoverishing the Anzac is significant. Puts you down from three potential subs to just one or two. Big deal over the 5-10 rounds. He's going to take over Java, and he's going to skirmish and try to advance west. He's going to win every battle. So, um, a lot of times you get later stage access knowledge. You're just going to win every battle. It's just the way it is. You've got the planes, you've got the resources. You're going to avoid one-to-ones. Um, and I'm not really paying too much attention except the color change. I do like the fact there's only one there, so that is helpful. Um, now, so we had a huge battle, and we both zeroed out almost our navies, almost zeroed out, except for this navy right here was the one. This was built. This is a second navy, I believe. So this is original, but this is a second navy, I think. And this is now my rebuilding fleet as well, in the Hawaiian Islands as well as right there. So I've got a rebuilding fleet in strength, and so these are good moves. Obviously, he has got a bit of a lock and threatening even my builds here. So you'd want to be building a transport, and that is really not possible with planes right here. 1, 2, 3, and then he moves his transport carrier here. And at this point in time, eh, we have two planes here. That's great. Plus there, so we have a fully loaded two carriers and two transports, as well as three subs, and then these are available. Probably bombers would have been a little bit more on points, but this is a building effort. I now have more aircraft carriers. One, two, yes, more aircraft carriers on the board. Nope, he just leveled up. So that's great. My building of aircraft carriers inspired his building aircraft carriers, which is exactly what we want. So we want a naval. We want him to feel like he's got to build Navy. Japan building Navy means less troops on the ground. Okay, so as far as I'm out of Moscow. That always to me is a great thing. I think that's going to stand. It may need some help from these. Now here is another key to one of my things I'm trying right now is I've got a dominant med. I'm dominating the med. I haven't killed the fighters. I could take out that with a bomber if I hit it, and then take out this. It's not exactly my purpose though. My purpose is to have airplanes here to reinforce Bryansk. Bryansk is eminently reinforceable. Okay, so he did this little move to take out some troops, which was effective. He killed more than he lost. On the other hand, he sacrificed an Italian can opener, and I was able to use blockers, single blockers, to save Moscow because his Italian bomber is out of range. Um, in fact, his Italian bomber sacrificed itself right here, which I think is going to end up biting him in the butt. But he knows I'm trying to do a spread of communism, and he hates that. And I understand that, but I'm going to be able to succeed at it and take out an Italian bomber. So somehow or another, that cost him $12 um, for a $7 exchange in order to give the UK $4. So that's kind of awesome, in my opinion. Really changes the game when you try these. The Russians are where the future is, I think. I thought that for a while that the Russians might be able to help out more. Now, obviously, this is all dependent upon the fact that I survive in Bryansk, but we'll see. He's a better player than I am by far. But this is interesting. And a Bryansk forward defense supported by likely I'm dropping 3 fighters in here to maintain the 5, um, or maybe even add one. And likely I'm flying a bunch of planes to Bryansk. I'm going to run the numbers and make sure I have enough here to hold. And then here we may be able to separate his army. That would be cool. So he's got 11 here. Obviously, he's got these 5 planes if I don't take these back. But if he does skirmish actions, he could do a skirmish action here in Belarus from these locations. But if he does skirmish actions here, 1, 2, and 3, he's got to separate this army. And it becomes vulnerable, obviously, as well as me being able to stand against this army by myself and still hold this army pinned. And separating armies is a cool military tactic. I mean, it's kind of you're getting into some real nuance and texture there. Plus, he drove his fast movers up here, and I know for sure he wanted his fast movers down here. I mean, you want if he had fast movers, he'd be able to run down in the Caucasus and surge forward in Stalingrad, and I was able to just leave him open, which is fantastic. Now, the other innovation that I'm playing with, I think I'm playing a pretty good game. Honestly speaking, I'm shocked at how fast. But I had a principle that I wanted this to be not just strong, but I wanted it to pin these aircraft west. If I can pin aircraft west, those aircraft are unavailable. Um, he usually puts fighters down in southern Italy to dominate the Med. He's given up on the Med. I'm dominating the Med. He's thrown out his cruisers, his sacrifices, as so I could skirmish these and still be ahead. Um, so not worried about this at all, nor am I worried about his transport usage. So I'm in the driver's seat in the Med. I'm in the driver's seat in the North Atlantic. I mean, Norway is open. Now, this obviously would only be a skirmish attack. Throw away a transport, just grab it. Now, I don't have any transports on the board, so that frees him up to do this, but I'll have transports on the board after this turn. And then I might even move into 110 for um, a real true Atlantic Wall situation. So a very interesting game. India looks good, and it's impoverished. The Japanese effort is impoverished by the fact that I've got 18 troops in the wing here, and I still have in turn 4 against a world champion. I still have China, and you can see that China is going to be able to even expand this turn, um, at least into Hunan, and could these Chinese units could drop into Burma as well, allowing the British actually to surge a little bit if they wanted to. And his navy is technically out of position. Now this navy is not out of position. It can hit both 39 and it can hit 54 without a naval base. But this is, I've seen this happen a couple times, and it's by top players, by the way, too. So I don't know what this is. So I know it really puts the pressure on Anzac. And in my Anzac, I don't purchase a lot of infantry, so they could be trying to punish me for that. And he could be seeing that. I will say that I don't. I mean, he's got 4. He doesn't even have full contingents, so he only has 4 units. So I will probably be building in New South Wales infantry, which I never do. But this is a reactionary force if he lands in Northern Territory or if he lands in Western. He does not have an air. He could send aircraft obviously down to South Australia, wipe the whole force out. But it's my turn first, and that would definitely, obviously threaten to take out some aircraft. 3 aircraft. It's kind of the least desirable attack you could do. Usually, if you have 1 anti-aircraft, you want to use 6 fighters or extra fighters, and that way, you're not as in danger. But sending 4 against 3 seems pretty suboptimal. But yeah, so fun game, and the most fun I've had against. I could do a full 3-plane scramble. Oh wow, look at that! I could do it more. This is a game of attrition, so I'm trying to make him pull off combat that he doesn't want to do. Right? He doesn't want to do that battle if he can help it, because it keeps his air force off shore. Huh. Okay. I just wanted to do a little bit of a SWOT analysis. Obviously, he has opportunities here. Doesn't have any transports, so no fear of Victory City win yet. This is a Victory City win concern, so I may let him land and fall back to New South Wales just to shut that down. He's not even thinking about India right now. I don't think he is, at least. Could bring 4. That'd be 12, 8 units plus 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I can just fall back to India and be easily at 17, plus the 4 reinforcements coming from Persia and the Middle East. Middle East is solidly in my hands with 2 spread of communism bonuses down on the horn. All right, that is Kirk 36, um, contemplating his turn against Andrew A. Gamer. Crack it out. Fun game. Oh, let's take a look at the players. Monies. I always take a look at the monies. Um, Here we go. 176 to 138. That is happy times for the Americans. Production 147 to 118. Happy time still. This is a little concerning right there. That is the big concern. Units are only 47 apart. This is comfortable, comfortable 300 point lead. Um, not, I'd rather have 400, but 300 is not bad. All right, let me, don't give me any hints or suggestions. I'm not looking for that. But just honestly take stock of the new emphasis on Russia with spread of communism bonus about to be capitalized on in Egypt, as well as the fighter, uh, Russian fighter Gambit and Yunnan changing the game for even great players like Andrew A. Gamer. Crack it out.